You called, sir? Oh, there you are.
You must find the Jade Monkey before the next full moon. Actually, sir, we found the Jade Monkey. It was in your glove compartment. And the road maps and ice scraper? They were in there too, sir. Excellent. It's all falling into place. Crouching Panda Hidden Turtles. Finally got Panda Khan. The What If from the cartoon line is finally here, and wonder how it happened.
Thanks for inviting me over. What are you guys watching? Whoa, man. We're watching some cartoons. Whoa, have you guys ever wondered how we would look as cartoons? Whoa, what just happened? I think we were just turned into cartoons. Ugh, this is why I don't hang out with you guys. Where did Mikey go?
Huh, yeah. Totally weird, bros. Yeah, where is that?
Hey guys, for some reason they like to keep me in here. Let me out,
Please. Exactly how it happened. Let's enjoy the art. Looks really good. I like how they're all coming out of the bamboo and just kind of with the turtles' expressions and everything. Crouching Panda Hidden Turtles. Panda Khan. Everyone loves Panda Khan. You saw in the video we have the old vintage one there. And yeah, just take a look at the art of the box and everything. And looks really good. Really happy with it. I like the reflection of them in the sword, their faces, and Galestone Media, I believe, is a part of how this happened. And here's a little info about our buddy here, if you want to slow it down or just whatever, to take a look at it. The beginning of the story, to be continued in your imagination. So that's pretty cool. I love the whole thing with the headgear and everything, and this whole what if he was in the 80s cartoons now. So there's a lot they can do now if they were doing stuff like this. So this opens the door for them to continue the cartoon line for years to come. Plus, there's still plenty of obscure and lots of odd, strange characters and variants they can do for everybody in this. And let's take a look at him out of the package. There he goes. I like his head. I like his accessories. He's got hands. Let's just enjoy this big, bad panda, shall we? We all love this one from back in the day from Playmates. So let's see what it's like in NECA form. Cartoon Turtles NECA form. There he is. And we'll just enjoy a little bit of the articulation. What I found interesting is I can't remember how many other figures have the joints like that right there. So I found that very interesting. I can't remember like how many of the NECA figures I was able, we've been able to just pull over and have him do that. So he should be able to do well with a wide range of poses. And holy crap, he was able to really bend those elbows and everything. I can't think of it. Comment below if you can remember other NECA figures that are like this. I don't know why I can't think of any. Also, thanks for watching, by the way. Hope you're having a nice Easter weekend there. Turn his head there, play this little bandana, everything. Wiggle the hips, wiggle the hips, wiggle his legs, give him the old stretch there. You know, we were talking about crouching, so there's his crotch, or is that crotching? But he looks cool. I love the colors, I love the armor. And then right away, thought of, I'm like, holy crap, we have the Captain Kirk figure, so I had to do that. It had to be done. And then the whole thing with the turtles and the skit, and then, yeah, poor Mikey. I keep him in the box still for whatever reason. I don't know why, but the other ones have been out. And then just obviously Usagi, and look at that. You just scalped him. And that's interesting. So then you can take that off, do that, and then he can place his awesome little hat on there. The little straw hat, the little merchant hat. Right on there. Come on. Come on. There we go. And yeah, that's cool. The two different heads. Having this on there, that was a nice idea. And yeah, what a happy little face there. You can store all your stuff inside there. His little weapons, his little claws, his bear claws. Huh? And of course, the sword, with the cool little symbol on there. And everything looks real nice. It looks really clean. It looks very well done. And I like that, especially this head, because he's got the little style of the ponytail in the back there. And I wish we need other bear figures to have him pose with, like other bear figures if anyone knows about. That'll be a really cool thing to have. I think so. And that's all his accessories and the scalped heads and everything. Here he is like this, ready to fight. And we'll just add more to this with my buddy here to finish the rest.
He can't be a ninja. He's just a normal merchant. See, he has his little pack to carry his produce. You can let him go. Don't mind him. He's just a Chinese merchant. Chinese merchants can't be samurais. This pack really does come in handy. Boy, people are stupid. I like to keep my weapons in it. Including my gigantic sword. Haha, it fits perfectly, don't you think? So here's his fists. Got a little bit articulation. This one has a, it looks like paint came off it, maybe. So maybe his hands are actually yellow, either that there's yellow paint on him. We'll find out when he go take off his hands and replace him with his, 3 other sets of hands. Let's see how it looks. So here's Panda Khan's open hands, or gropey hands, depending on what you want to use it for. So that way you can check his melons before he packs them for his journey. Yep, these melons are ripe. You take a mighty fine good job of them. Keep taking my medicine and they'll be gigantic in no time. Aren't they already? No. Whatever works best. As a pirate, you need to have a big chest. Huh? Without these scalps on his head, they kind of look like Mickey ears, or maybe if he was scalping other pandas. As you can see, these two scalps are different. One has the ponytail, one does not. It's nice that they give you both options, and it makes it easier to swap out hat with that square top on, with that square to use. It's pretty cool that the 2 faces and the 2 scalps you get to choose from. It's a nice option. These next 2 sets of hands, their openings look pretty identical. I believe one's slightly bigger than the other, so we'll see what weapons fit in each hand. I believe these hands are slightly more closed, just barely. So if that is the case, we're not going to try to force these weapons in them. So these what they look like. Pretty standard. Kind of look like you're holding weapon kind of hands. Maybe it works well with a bow staff or something. But we'll be moving on in a moment. So here's him holding a bow staff. This is Donatello, so this is not included. But I want to prove that these hands can actually hold something. And it actually is pretty easy to get the bow staff in there. It's just I'm a little afraid to try something thicker like the weapons that comes with them. Let's go check out that last set of hands. Here's his other hands that I believe are slightly more open to hold his weapons. Just like the first fist hands, it looks like there is a little bit of paint, extra paint on them. So that kind of sucks. But I mean, when it's hard to find these in the store, it makes you wait weeks after when the other people are getting them. And so you just got to jump on when you see them. And since only like 2 of our targets basically seem like we're only doing these haulathons out of like the 5 or 6 we always look at, you just got to take what you can get. But at least we got them faster than if you ordered them online. So anyways, let's go see what these look like holding weapons. Whoa, this panda does have claws. Yeah, I know how to use them. So give me all your money. And purchase me, because I'm actually a pretty cool figure. So yeah, these claws went in pretty nicely. I like the detail they put in them. I like how it looks like it wraps around his fingers. So it looks like it's actually comfortable from the hold. Also makes it a little more snug. But they're actually easy to put in. So it's not too bad to, or it doesn't feel too bad. Like if you're worried about scuffing it too much, it doesn't feel like that's going to be a problem. I do like the articulation where you could turn his wrists and everything. And turn it, his hand at the wrist, but it also turns, you can also turn his arm at basically his elbow. So that's nice. But yeah, fit easily, these claws. Let's go see him with his nice, beautiful sword. Yeah, his sword fit easily into these hands. It's really nice. Donatello might have to watch out because Leonardo might have to watch out because this sword-wielding panda not only is tall and strong, he's also got a big blade, which will make it harder for Leonardo to reach him with his dual katanas. Let's look at the sword. Looks nice from a side view. Looks nice flat, but of course the best angle to view it is, you know, on its side where you can see the yin yang symbol. I like how the blade is designed. It definitely looks like it can butcher someone. Not as awesome as a Japanese sword when it comes to actual practicality, but this big blade will come down with really strong force since it looks like a very heavy sword. And anyone on the other end of this giant cleaver sword, or however you want to call it, will definitely be dealt a fatal blow. I'm not big on chrome, but it would be awesome if you can actually do what the back of the box shows, where you see the reflection of his enemies in the blade. But of course, this is a cartoon sword, and with that being said, they did a good job, a paint job on all of his parts, despite the little imperfections. But what do you expect for nowadays? The colors choices are nice. His accessories are nice. I think he's worth the money. He's a nice, big, heavy figure. He looks really cool. So he looks like he'll be a formidable foe. As you all know, the turtles, I believe, are under 5 foot. So he actually will be very proportional, even though he's taller than him, to kick some ass.
I shall fight with you, sir. We shall fight together. All right, let's do this. Aha. And of course, with this, the first thing I thought of was, Usagi Yojimbo in his samurai outfit and samurai gear. So we had to get them together with this. So it's nice to have them out together. They look good. Any other, if you can comment below, any other animal characters that would work with this. Hopefully do more of this, because it's cool. And of course, they're all like the white furred animals, so it's kind of, it seems very fitting. Panda and rabbit together. And there he is on the throne, the Shredder throne. He is taking over the throne. Look at that face. Very cool. Oh, yes, sir. And just overall, really liking this. And then, of course, as soon as we're done here, just showing off little fun and comparisons and talking with Panda Khan and Usagi Yojimbo together. Yeah, we'll go over together with the vintage Panda Khan again. Everyone loves Panda Khan. And then with this, hopefully we get some other bear characters, as I was saying. Comment below if you. But remember Tora from the Ninja Turtles video game from Nintendo? I think he would be something cool to do for a what if. I don't know. There's even what if art for him. So that's cool. And here's old and new together. This one here, he's missed a little bit of the armor type stuff there in the stuff, but it's just enough to show the video and the comparisons and the head and everything. We all loved him. He was a cool figure. All the Playmates figures were so cool. That's what was so cool about Super 7, was they made him just large and in charge. And then it's sad that they're not doing that anymore, because those were, I enjoyed those a lot more, I think, than some of the NECA, even though the NECAs are really good. But the Playmate ones were just what you had growing up and what it's all about. Okay, don't put your finger in there. Hee ha ha. Why you? And then their little grumpy faces compared side by side. Yeah, they're getting a nice picture together. And again, that's it. Awesome to have this. This is a neat idea, this whole what-if scenario of the cartoons. I think they did that with that 2-pack. I know the sumo guy was in the cartoon, but was Worm in it. But these are great. Love them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time. What are your thoughts on this? We'd love to hear from you. And I also hope you have a nice, happy Easter. See you next time. Stay gnarly, my friends.
Thanks for inviting me over. What are you guys watching?